Well, not this, but the other part. So I'm recording this while I'm recording while I'm releasing my live. So what I really want people to see is why I just realized the point. Let this little thing kind of go through. See how clean that is? It's super clean. And then this guy starts doing this, right? Right. So, okay. So you see that? All right. And then it just like cuts to that. It cuts to it, which is why it's really weird. On my glitched run, which I know I did, it's not that indistinct. There are weird flashes, yes. There are weird glitches, yes, but it's not so cut. You know, you see that cut there? I'm going to try to go on mine to show you real fast what I mean. Like, you can tell, I mean, I do believe the other part. I don't not doubt that. And admittedly, it does look reasonably right. In fact, it does, I'll admit. But the fact that he's pretending that his being not live and also that he had to re-record the clicker, it's just all questionable in nature. I think that the real reason I believe it's a real run at all is because the ending before the end, it showed the weird thing that you see when you win, because that's how that works. You know, that's the glitch. And I don't think that Velen gets it. I don't care how many times he tells me I'm a liar, because it just doesn't matter to me. You know, he can pretend all he wants, and only because unless he has physical proof, it's not something I believe. Plus, this is on the second round, not on the first. And before I even did this, right, okay, essentially, what I did when I did this was, originally I lost. Like, I lost to the game. So if I was lying, it would be extremely obvious. And also, an auto-clicker doesn't make any sense. Because, again, an auto-clicker is not useful in a pre-scripted game. If it was useful in a pre-scripted game, people would be doing this all the time on things like, I don't know, puzzles. You know, puzzles are pre-scripted games, and if people could do them with puzzles, we'd be in a much better scenario. In general, people would be doing a lot better and not getting screwed. And it's gotten to the point, at least on my side, maybe not on yours, probably because I've been pissed at all the channels, but also because, you know, on my side, like, Velen shows up, yeah, but he's not the first at all. He's nowhere near. And he's there, but only because I've looked him up before. Anyone who's looking up now actually affects the algorithm. So what he's really not getting is either way I win, because the dude looks like an ass on a previous video, and he basically, he made himself look like a complete douche, and really did not care at all that he looked like a douche. Because from his perspective, he's king. You know, king me kind of thing, right? Which, to me, looks like the sign of a problem. Not only is he wrong that he did not discover the glitch, no matter how many times he says, I'm Velen, the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's Velen, the villain. But also, he's not being really at all humble about it, even if he did. So I want to say, to anyone congratulating him, I would just recommend to stop. Let him figure it out, or at least try to look for the evidence yourself. That's what the entire Discord chat won't do, because they're so congratulating him because they believe the mods are absolute. But in the video that is on my channel, the short, it sort of tells, you know, he tells everyone on the stream that they're in cahoots. They're working together. They're all doing the same thing. And the only one that wasn't, I'm totally pissed off and really don't care, because I didn't lie. The guy was pissed that I wasn't willing to be Christian. So, sorry, I don't care. I'm not going to follow your God. And if you don't like that, then maybe you should not judge lest be judged, because you're just as problematic as every other Christian. And I guess while I'm on this live, I might as well just go straight through the chats instead of going on and on about shit. And yes, this is all straight up live. I even went to Team Justice, even though I'm pretty sure it's not even a thing. So we're going to start with Mike Nolan. These are failed messages, by the way. Yeah, I did say some serious shit. Mostly because he talked a lot of crap to me in general. Anyways, so let's start off with the evidence that I pulled off into his data. And he talked about, so this is what he said, even though, as it turns out, they're all collaborating together and have been since the beginning. He lied and manipulated me entirely, and I still did not lie, so it didn't really matter. And I proved, without a reasonable doubt, that, yes, mine was posted before his. It was 14 hours ago at 10:33, and then in the same screenshot, it showed Velen, which was 8 hours ago, in, again, that. So let's just kind of get to the end of this unfortunate conversation. I'm not particularly happy with the server. I basically said that. At first, I was really nice, and I was doing this several times before I got really mad, okay? So anyone who questions that, just know I was nice as you could be. But then again, he kind of questioned everything I said, like, what are you talking about? I don't know what's really going on. And I don't think he was even trying to. At first, I just thought he didn't know what he was doing, so he wanted a direct answer. And even when he said I'm confused, anyone who knows what he's looking at would know this is not confusing. Okay? What I sent him was literally what I was trying to go for, and all of these were screenshots that he knew I took of the conversation with Rejected Angel, which kind of, admittedly, was like, next time, right, basically, I had an assumption they were in cahoots because there were two things on the channel, two glitched runs. Mine was the only one that was declined and then reposted, which obviously can't really change unless the site masters change it, and that's also a problem in itself. And then, of course, he says, you are aware that Velen posted videos showcasing the glitch prior to the one you and Rejected Angel linked. Yeah, well, show me a link. Basically, I want a video, not bullshit, and, whatever, and does it have a handicap to it? That wasn't initially on the site, and you'll see why in a few seconds. And no, but those rules didn't initially exist, and they didn't when I submitted. And I basically said, it even said it needed a timer, because it did. And yes, even on the non-site, which is, the screenshots that I'm sure you'll try to use against me, it was like, originally it was like, you need a timer and all that shit. I was like, okay, all right, I'll do that, I guess. I think I actually did check. Actually, come to think about it, that could be a problem. But initially not for glitched run. I did it for a different run. So that's another problematic situation here. And then, of course, as I said, it was verified after several times being rejected. And then when it was verified, they changed it to any %, which makes 0 sense. And then when I did bitch and whine and prove that they were very much lying through their teeth, they changed it to any % all glitches has been verified, and then declined it entirely. Okay, they continued to buck around because they didn't know what to do, because Velen was probably doing something behind the scenes to win out in the end. Hence me calling him Velen the Villain. I don't know whether he did it initially or not, but he knew he was wrong to begin with. Otherwise, he wouldn't be playing this game with everyone in the bureaucrat. Literally, I mean that, because it's provable. Now it says, all right, I think I understand it now. What's worse is being on the leaderboard and telling me you forgot it, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Whatever. So I sent him a period, literally, because I'm kind of starting to get nervous because he's not even responding. And so he puts question mark, and then I said period, which is what I use to make sure I'm not blocked initially to see if comment. Because, I'm not on Democrats or Republican side. I'm not even Christian. And unlike them, I actually have a life. I may not have the best life, but I have a life. They don't. They spend every day playing games and pretending they know everything. And then you can't delete other people's DMs. Yeah, you can. I just did. And yes, this is where the gaslighting really starts. And, that's just, and you can delete a YouTube comment, Wayback Machine. Yeah, he was using, of course, I'm sure, a plug and play, which is what you do when you install stuff to prove a point, which is meaningless because our kind of generation built it and they're a joke for playing that with me. I get that, but most people are not going to dig too deep. All right, look, I'm going to be blunt with you. I believe you had a case, but nothing you have done but spew random points and lies. See, this is where the gaslighting starts. First of all, I'm not lying. It's obvious. He knows it's obvious. That's why he said he was in cahoots later. I'm not lying, bro. I can't help you because you can't tell me the truth. And I said, check the evidence or make sense. I'm making sense. I've spent 30 minutes checking the evidence. You can call me a liar. And none of this adds up to what you claim. Like, what? I don't care anymore. If you want to believe them, whatever. I never wanted an apology. It also doesn't help that you randomly send messages and delete them and then start talking about hate God. I sent the messages because I wanted to make sure I wasn't blocked and being tricked. And yes, I was blocked and being well, not blocked, but I was being tricked. And then I talked about God, which of course pissed him off because he's probably Christian and thinks his religion is absolute when it runs entirely on money and power, which enslaved the masses to an illusion. That's why I don't like God, because he lies. And I just can't stand toxicity. I was never going out to give you an apology. That's why I reached out. And don't tell me I'm lying without checking. I'm neutral. Sure, you are. That's why you're in cahoots and you were on the video saying that. I reviewed both sides of the evidence. No, you did not. And not an idiot. Yeah, whatever. Really, did you check YouTube? You sent a random screenshot of a 30... What do you mean a 30-minute long video? And what about mods? What screenshot and what video and what are you talking about? And do you even know what's going on here? And there is a timestamp in the... Yeah, I was talking about the timestamp in the... I was talking about the timestamp in the... whatchamacallit? The original run thing. You'll see in a second. It's on the Buckshots. It's on the speedrun site. And when I asked you to find proof, yeah, I showed you proof. What do you want? I didn't just show you screenshots. I also sent you links. What do you want from me? Watch the entire video. Look, I hope you get better. So this is the point. This is where he starts gaslighting me to try to make me sound psychotic. Due to him being cahoots, his entire point is now to try to belittle me and make me sound insane because as a Christian man, he is sane. Mind you, this is what Hitler probably thought when he shot a bunch of Jews. But you know, this is also my point. I have made it very clear where I stand, and for a very good reason. Christians are the ones who needed help. They made the drugs, and it's... I feel like I can really prove this. You want a link? They made the drugs because they wanted to call out Satan and destroy him through drugs and medication when people didn't agree with God. It has since been used against both parties, so that's unfortunate. I'm not speedrunning with cheapskates. Yeah, I'm not. What? Enlighten me. It's going to be another rant about how you hate God. Go find someone else to manipulate. Reality is factual, is using non-screenshot data. Checking his video is not as old as mine. Basically, I proved that without a reasonable doubt. Excluding the fact that it showed a clip of... Yeah, so this is where I'm going to start to quote someone else. But first, let's just quote the other person for this one. This is also what I mean by gaslighting. Rejected Angel. Now, I do want to know, did I delete them? Because I could have actually just blocked them because, I do block people when I get pissy. It happens to be a thing. I don't particularly like being manipulated by other people. Let me connect my device, by the way. This is also how you know it's real. I'm connecting my device and trying to keep myself in power here while also recording something. Let's see here. And given the fact that they're actually adults, they know better. They're not playing around because they can. They're playing around because they don't want to lose. Okay. Alright, where am I looking for? Get Nitro account. I'm looking for blocked, right? Blocked people. Although I don't get Nitro, it's not worth it. Oh, I should unblock Velen. I think that Rejected Angel may have just completely locked me out, so that she can't be quoted here. Although, oh wait, hold on, is it underscore? Is that why I'm getting nowhere? No, it's just her user on the channel. Well, that's super helpful. Well, let's just use Velen's answer because he gave enough of a point. You know, he specifically, and I quote, he he's incredible at this point. Anyways, all right, going all the way up. And this is also where I started getting pissy, okay? Because I did nothing at all until he threw me under the bus here. And he said, hey there, okay. Aloha, I'm a bit of a bind. Are you involved with him or not? I don't want to attack the wrong party. And mind you, there was a screenshot in the video, in the Discord chat that explains what I sent at the very end of the conversation with Rejected Angel, but since Rejected Angel made it so I can't ever find her, I doubt she's ever going to, I don't know, prove a point at this point, but here is what is going on here. Okay, yeah, you got lucky. And this, of course, was a kind conversation, and, yeah, it doesn't annoy me if I beat you, and I hate typing on my phone. I probably can, I'm not going to. The first speed writing shows how it talks to the community. And I was like, please, I encourage you to try and beat me. I love the competition, and I was like, for that reason, I'm not going to post it on that site, but they're like, especially since I assume he'll just say the random programs I ran back in the back is modding, plus I'm in a hotel, how am I going to win a GPD is beyond me. If you just showed your hand, it wouldn't be, he wouldn't assume it's cheating. Well, yeah, skill issue? We really don't care about that. But essentially what I showed him was this was running on a GPD Win 4. And what exactly am I supposed to film? Even if I use my hand to show where it is on the screen, and also on my, clicker, which I also will note, it'd be better to cut around information just to make it seem real anyways. Yeah, basically that. Okay, so anyways, it doesn't really make sense to cheat this game. I said, no, check your video before responding here, please. I even glitched a short a little while ago on the live, so no, more like money issues. I roughed it out till now. This is my homeless PC room in a hotel. Look, rules are rules. It can't be helped, sadly. The rules didn't initially, they really didn't. Made a video and then added the rules before all the glitches are valid. The rules I read before posting said zilch about a hand cam. Actually, that's why I had the timer they requested initially. He made the rules if I didn't have a hand bag, so he's questioning why I don't speak right on here. Anyone could just auto-click and claim it was real. No, they couldn't. There was nothing you could do to cheat that game unless he has a different way to provide the glitch. My glitch was very different. First of all, at the very end of the run, which was the third run, because there were 3 runs in the video. The first one, I died. The second one, I cheated the game by glitching. And the third one literally ended in a stalemate. There was nothing the guy could even do at that point because he wouldn't move. I tried clicking the gun, wouldn't work. I tried everything, didn't work. And I did that all on stream. And to mention, you act like and then this is where he starts getting mad. Okay, 2 things. One, more likely to be chopped up, not likely to show that in video. Not to mention, you don't even know Discord or the forums. Why are you trying to act like you got to make the rules? You don't. The people that do will decide if they should be followed, and he backed out of his own rulebook to support you. If you continue with this, I'll just block you too, because they were already being too toxic. The reason for leaving the server is I don't see the point in changing what I cannot, so I do what I can. She didn't do anything. I didn't know it was a she. I didn't care. She didn't do anything. She was handed a video of a very glitched and suspicious run. Yeah, sure. Suspicious and glitched. Sure. Like Valen's and also like my live. Dude, it was live. I literally showed my screen loading up from the live. What more do you want from me? So the best thing she could do is decide to make hand cams if needed, which she didn't do with him until after, and yet he re-recorded it. So here's where we're getting to that. To be honest, given how rude and childish you were, I left the server myself. I'm sure people are glad you're gone. Yeah, no. As I said, whatever their gender is, I don't care. You're rude and dishonest. How was I rude? Because you just basically, where was I? You just called me rude and childish for what? For talking about how you're not even willing to consider that I might have done it first, and only because there was a lot of things inconsistent, including the video itself not being original. The world record, WR, which she sent me, was what I screenshotted after she sent it to me. I'm not going to play tag with you, pretender. Check your comment. I treat others as they treat me. What comment? You treated the members of the Discord community very badly. I texted to you. No, I didn't. I just sent one message, and that was the picture saying, come on, just let me prove my point, prove that I can do whatever I did, and I still don't think I could have anyways. And if I can, I win. But as I realize, That was a bold statement, and unfortunately, especially for Villain, a really dumb one, because he could have proven his point just by letting me do what I was going to do. Okay? Tell you what, if you can prove Angel was rude to you, taken with all politics, well, you know what, stop poking the bear. This was afterwards. No, hold on. This was afterwards. Stop poking the bear. Man's got bands. And this was after we had an intense argument. Okay, but this is where it really gets interesting. £3,000, which was about the money that someone talked about getting, and it cuts the cheese. That sentiments here. Since I'm not, and if I do tell you, basically I said if I'm lying, I'm telling the truth of God. And that's how I'll tell you, is that I swear to God. I didn't say you got banned, I said I didn't say I was banned, I said you got banned, okay. Anyways, it sounds like you cared in the server. No, you gotta break a few. Basically, I said, if you don't listen to me, there's no point anyways. I'm not gonna just play your game, nah. My first run on speed.run.com was on the 10th. So his point was actually something that's semi-valid, except that the video wasn't released on the 10th at all. So what exactly is his point? I don't know. Because the link he provides doesn't exist. I asked him, of course, as you can imagine, which is why I'm mortally pissed, because even if he is the first, he didn't exactly help himself by not just sending it to me. So here's it. He says, I had unlisted for the first 2 days. That doesn't change the upload time, you dum-dum. That's why it shows up on 12th on YouTube. No, that's not how it works. If I enlist something right now, it'll not change the date. YouTube takes the date the video goes public on the first time. No, the other sites do, not YouTube. It doesn't matter that that's the problem with lying hard to keep track. Just publicize the video and I'll shut up, and I don't like frauds. Bro, show me an official dated version, which would be actually what would be on the UYT, app. If it's unlisted, send me a link. Because, yeah, even if it's unlisted, it will show up. And I'll show you in a second what that does. The speedrun shows the video was uploaded on the 10th, not the 12th. I don't care. And they have the exact same video link. So what? Doesn't mean a damn thing if your entire point was initially, you uploaded, and this is where it gets to that point. Hold on. You're insane. Please get help. No, you're a liar and a gaslighter. So, all right. So, let's start here. All right. I swear. I feel like I'm... no, hold on. So, this... Okay. Excluding the fact that he showed me a clip of it 4 days ago, you can believe whatever you like, okay? And I said it was unlisted. He said I had it unlisted for the first 2 days. That's why it shows up on the 12th on YouTube. Except the problem is 2 days from the 12th would be the 10th, right? So that would make sense. And this was yesterday, right? But this wasn't yesterday. So let me look into Mike's. I might be wrong about that one too, but I'm still pissed off because he wouldn't provide me a link. All right, so... And hopefully he didn't delete that conversation. So... All right, so... First of all, let's see what the the screenshot is from. What enlightened... Okay, so this is where it said, what enlightened me. Let's see where that's from. This is also the problem when you manipulate someone to this point. Start to run into issues. Here it is, what enlightened me. Yesterday at 12:31. So yeah, this was screenshotted yesterday at 12:31 a.m., which was... Okay. Yesterday at 12:32 a.m. now. So that was, and today is the 15th. So yesterday was the 14th. That would be 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So yeah, 4 days does make sense. But Oh my God. And that's the other problem, right? Because again, even with that not being said, I'm about to show you what happens when you unlist a video, okay? And if it's fake, burn me alive in the comments. Okay? I'm just like tired of this shit, okay? Seriously. Because even if it's unlisted, okay? And that would be a new thing for me for a number of reasons. See, this says 10 years ago. This, by the way, just show you, is unlisted. See? Unlisted. And that was 10 years ago. So if he's right, this unlisted link, when I edit it to be listed, it'll show up as basically not 10 years ago. All right? Uno, dos, tres. Now he better be right. Okay? Shit. Well, that proves one valid point to his theory. But why unlisted in the first place? I mean, for me, unlisting it was a reasonable reason. I didn't want anyone to see my youthful shit anymore. But the other thing... That's really weird. So that means if I edit it back, it'll be the same? Okay, you know what, Velen? You want to prove your point to me? You want to actually prove that you're right? Because this is the problem, dude. If you guys did not buck me around, for lack of better terms, okay?
Yeah.
And not you, Tyler. If you guys didn't buck me around, I might have believed you the first time. Okay? And what's worse is you're toxic and not humble about it and don't realize that I did not know you were doing that because this is a new thing for YouTube, okay? Come from a different era, unlike you guys. The question, of course, being, is it even valid based on that? So, Velen, if you're there and you're listening, actually post something worthwhile like this. Okay, because the last guy screenshotted the same shit, did not give me any real evidence until the last minute. So it still makes you guys look fairly moronic, no offense. So if you're going to do an exposed video, know that I wasn't really exposing you for anything more mere than how assholic you are in refusing to give any evidence because you don't think you need to. FYI, the whole thing about you supplying evidence not, but trusting you by default. I'm sorry. I don't take a recorded video very lightly. If you have something unlisted, just do what I did. Because this is provable, I'm sure. In fact, no. Because again, it's only provable in the YouTube app. So what did you prove? Where is the screenshot that shows this? That's what I want, Velen. At this point, if you show me that, you won. Your Velen glitch is valid. But next time, start with that, okay? Don't be a dick, because you were initially a dick. And before I attacked you in Discord, you made several videos basically talking about I'm being retarded and insane and delusional. Okay? You know why I didn't believe you? Because there was zero evidence to prove it. And you didn't even send me whatever clip you had. Neither did Mike Nolan, FYI. So even if you're right, I don't care. Because you still didn't prove a damn thing other than your high and mighty attitude. But if you're not, and you don't provide me a clip, i.e. a literal screenshot not, but a video of your screen showing this, I don't care for your crap anymore. You're just a poser. And I don't care for that shit. Funny enough, this, in December 29th, 2013, when I was a teenager, was my first poser. At least it wasn't becoming one. Because by the very least, you don't know anything about computers. Neither you nor Mike Nolan know jack shit. So good luck with y'all.